Hi, dyslexic genius here, Brett Hurt. I'm back on the Brunswick. I'll show you how to assemble and rebuild the Ultona tone arm. These are really easy to rebuild. This part of the tone arm goes into the big piece of the tone arm. And you can see we have a little screw hole here. Well, that screw hole fits this screw with this nut. And that gives you the tension on how it pulls in and out, adjusting for Edison or 78 player. I can show you here. Put this in, and then you'll adjust it. This sets the spacing. So all you do is you take a little bit of green grease, and you put it right here on there. And then you put this together, and you line up the screw hole that's in this to this, and I've pre-oiled. And now we have this adjustment. It stops. The nut goes on
the same spot?
on the same, right here on top of that set screw. And
Okay.
when it's in position, you can reach underneath the tone arm and give this a little snug. This should be finger tight, and now it won't, it'll lock it in place where it won't move. You got that? Now you're going to assemble the rod with the weight. And remember, we had this pin right here, and we can see wear right here. And we've removed the moth.
Yeah, got the bug gone.
So we're going to put a little green grease on the wear areas. This is going to help seal it. You want to put some on the end. You're going to line up this slot. You're going to insert it like that. There you go. And now this pivot's way better. I'll clean up the grease later. Then you're going to put, on this one, you're going to put a little bit of green grease here. Because originally these were lubricated with a little bit of grease. And you'll put that there. You will put a special washer in. You will oil the screw. And now you will assemble the on-off switch that turns off the turntable when it comes to the end of the play of a record. And I like to put a little grease on these because that just kind of helps seal in here on the tone arm. And these are 7/16 nuts, and we're not going to get a pair of pliers or anything like this and crank on it
Why?
because we don't want to damage the outside of the nut. And we're going to lock that in like that.
Tight, but not too tight.
Not tight, but just tight enough. Now we have the pivot. This is the best tone arm design because it rests here and here. So you're just going to take a little bit of green grease. You're going to put this there, down the shaft, and a little on the bottom right here. And now there's a screw hole right here that fits into that shaft right here. You see the
Into that
slot?
slot.
Into that slot. So this is going to go in there, nice and tight and smooth. And now you will bring this around. Oil that screw.
So you oil every screw.
Every screw. This screw is special because it has threads at one end and a pin. And that is how you rebuild a Brunswick Ultona tone arm and reproducer. And that's my tip for the day.
And so I did notice that all excess grease is to be.
Oh, all excess grease, I'll wipe all that off.
No, I meant, darling, all excess grease gets wiped onto your jeans, right?
No, it gets wiped onto my apron, or you. And that's my tip for the day.